says that it's 18 shadows in 4 2 ready to layer what 18 shadows in 4 number 4 2 ready to what? That throws me off.
Ryan Little.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing the new Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. First things first, I'm aware that my shirt is inside out. When it comes to testing out colors, I tend to forget that the pigment is on my fingers sometimes, and I'll wipe it on my clothes, and I'm wearing white, and it's easier to hide a pigment stain inside the shirt than it is outside the shirt, I think. Yeah. Secondly, I know my hair is like frizzled and frazzled and I look like I just woke up, and that's because I'm in the process of doing it. I'm in the process of cutting it and coloring it and curling it for a gala that I have on Saturday, and I just decided to take a break from that because I'm lazy. So like I said, I'm reviewing the new, that is upside down. And it has this holographic outer covering. I don't think you can really see it because it's really gloomy and it's really rainy outside. So the colors ain't as poppin' as I would like it to be. It is a clear covering and the packaging is also somewhat holographic. I don't know what Huda Beauty's thing is when it comes to the eyes being on their packaging, but I guess it's cute. Cover picture, I find it interesting because I don't know, it's weird to have like the moon, or I guess Mercury, like on her eye. It looks weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks weird. Nonetheless, the packaging is pretty. It's just this picture is odd. Whenever I get a theme palette, I like to look up what their inspiration or their description of the palette is, to see if it matches up to what I'm about to experience. So I decided to search the palette online because I bought it in Sephora. And thank God that I bought it in Sephora, because online it is completely sold out. They have pictures of the swatches, but I never believe the swatches online because, you know, they're super pigmented, super hyper edited. Like, I don't believe that. It gotta go on my own skin. This palette will take you to infinity and beyond, let's hope, with 18 incredible galactic inspired colors and textures to deliver infinite possibilities. Okay. Let's see. So this is how the palette looks like. As you can see, this is how the palette looks like. When it comes to infinite possibilities, I can definitely see what they're talking about, but we'll see if it takes me on a journey. Also, before I start swatching the palette, as I look online at the reviews, and a lot of the reviews are kind of like,
absolutely love this palette. It's my new favorite palette. The pigmentation is amazing, easy to blend. The colors are so gorgeous, not to mention fast shipping. I would definitely be purchasing more.
I don't know why you would purchase more than one of this, given that it's $67 and it should last you a while, and yeah, that's just odd to me. One of the reviews say the best palette in my life is the only one in the world from all the brands. Sis, that's not a review. That's called bias. You already love this brand, so you bought the palette and you automatically put a review. Automatically. Also, she added hella emojis talking about love you queen, color fantastic products. Like, that already tells me off rip, you didn't even touch the palette. I don't even think you got the palette. I'm gonna start from the right and like go down in like a snake formation. If that's okay with y'all. Y'all can't even answer.
Ryan Little. Ryan Little.
So that was a swatch of all the colors of the palette. I must say that this palette confirms my suspicions that it was very K-beauty-like, and it is very K-beauty-like. I'm sorry, I just finished swatching all of them and now they don't look pretty anymore. I can kind of see the theme that they were going through when arranging this palette. I can see the top being more of the galactic colors. This layer here, I guess it's just regular colors, very neutral, very planetary. I don't think that's a word. Planetary? Let me know if that's a word. The bottom is very like nebula like dark, the colors of a nebula. It swatched way better than I thought it would, but it does swatch well on dark skin. There is some matte colors like Crash and Momentum. Crash and Momentum are basically base colors. You can't really see them that much, or at least you can't see them on dark skin that much, and I think they'd be great base colors. The problem is that you get like these chunky pieces that take time to like blend out, and that's very irritating for me. Well, not very irritating, it's just irritating. A lot of the colors are buttery, like super buttery. Some of them, when I pressed into it, I was afraid I smushed it. And those are the shimmery topper colors. They are really, really nice. But all in all, I think the palette is worth it. Is it worth $67? No. I say this because there's high quality palettes out there that are not $67, like Jeffree Star, which I know is high quality, but I, as a Black female, have conflict with buying. But yeah, his palette is $54. This palette is $64, and I believe they come with the $67, sorry. Missing $3 there. They both come with the same amount of colors, but Jeffree's is less. And based on videos I've watched of this palette and Jeffree's palette, I can say that Jeffree's palette seems to be more quality, I guess. I wouldn't know personally because I haven't bought the products, but from what I visualize from other people's videos, I can see more quality, and his is like $13 cheaper. So 67, no. If it was like 50, definitely. No, it's not worth 67 because 67 is like a bunch of clothes. But I really, really wanted this palette. It was between that or the Norvina palette, but when I took a second look at the Norvina palette and I, as a cohesive unit, I saw myself like never using that palette a lot. Like, if y'all look at the Norvina palette, that palette looks so off. Like, all the colors are just there. And I know there's not a real explanation, but the colors just seem like thrown out there. It's like she threw out the palette like how Kylie does. Kylie kind of throws out palettes, if you know. She kind of throws out products. Like, I understand where her themes are coming from, but I feel like she's not like truly executing her themes. I feel like Mercury Retrograde is not an appropriate title. I feel like they just kind of threw that out. They just kind of picked that title because Mercury Retrograde has been mentioned multiple times in most social media, so I guess it was a like a grabbing title.
Ooh, Mercury Retrograde. I've been going through that all year. Like, oh my god.
Name of the palette does not match. They don't feel like together. They don't feel cohesive. But all in all, I was attracted to the colors of the palette. I like how it's organized, and I feel like I can use this palette a lot. I feel like it's worth it if it was at a $50 price point instead of a $67 price point, but I'm still happy with the product. So I get this palette like an 8.5 out of 10. Like it does its job. It's pretty good. It's just the price point, and a few of the mattes are like clumpy-ish, and that throws me off. But all in all, it's a good palette. Stay tuned for my mini inspired tutorial from their performance Put It Straight Nightmare version. I filmed it, as I said before, I didn't like it, and I'm gonna refilm it again and try to get it out next week. Please subscribe, like, click notifications, comment down below if you think you're gonna get this palette, or what you hate about the palette, what you do like about the palette, your favorite color. Let me know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.